matters do not affect the economy of Ghana in any way by the current president only 3 years ago. Today, we are sitting here being told that exogenous matters affect this economy. And you see, Council, you ought to situate the comments that Dr. Bawumia made in context, though. Because at the time, there were no global challenges that this world was encountering. Mr. Mahama, then president, in his own State of the Nation address, said that the slowdown in Chinese economy, China, had affected Ghana's economy in the manner that it had. That's why Dr. Bawumia asked that how can that situation in China jump over Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, and affect only Ghana? We all knew the circumstances that our economy was in from 2012 after the election to 2016. So please, situate Dr. Bawumia's comments in context. On the contrary, when Russia struck Ukraine, it disrupted global supply chain across the world. Freight costs quadrupled across the world. But we're told that bombs flying 7,000 kilometers away, how does that have anything to do with the Ghanaian economy? Of course, at the time, President Mahama knew, because there are tapes of comments that he made when he left the shores of this country in describing the impact of COVID and the war in Russia on Ghana's economy. Of course, we had issues before the time. We had issues. We had bailed out our banks at extreme cost to the state. We had paid energy sector bills, which were unbudgeted. It impacted the economy. So when COVID struck, it affected us different from what it did to Cote d'Ivoire and Burkina Faso and Togo. Because they didn't have those underlying conditions in the economy. Mr. Mahama knew. But he looked in the face of Ghanaians and told us that there was no way. I say bombs had to free 7,000 kilometers away. They didn't fire home by and then affected Ghana. That's what he told us. So what has changed? What has changed? You see, it's sad how we do our politics in this country. When we want power, we say anything in spite of knowing the truth. Then when we get the power and the reality hits, then you are sitting here talking FOB and stability in currency. You sit at MPA. What is the proportion of the exchange rate in the computation of the price of fuel at the pumps? It's only about 30% or so. In 2021, 2022, fuel prices hit $120 per barrel. True or false? But we're told that under Akufo-Addo's era, the wicked Akufo-Addo, his increased petrol prices, unprecedented, we've never seen it before, from 4 cedi when they left office to 22. That's what they told us. But how was Akufo-Addo having to go have control on the price of crude, like it's happening today? How was Akufo-Addo going to have control? But he did politics with it. You said all manner of things. Today you've come to sit here. Look, you guys, your foot soldiers are the ones who are going to get you. The things that you are doing, the promises that you made to them that you are unable to fulfill, they are the ones who will get you. But the good people of this country have seen that indeed and in fact, all the stories that these people were churning out relative to what we said, the impact of these global things we're having on our economy is real. Today. Aided by the media, of course, set agenda and push it. Akufo-Addo is the devil incarnate. But we all know the dynamics that went into pricing of petrol. In fact, the government of Ghana doesn't own 1 liter. I don't know whether Boss has any stocks that they keep on their own. All the products that come in are private sector owned. Government of Ghana doesn't own 1 liter. People go and import these products and bring it in, and based on the price that they buy it, they will come and sell it. Of course, you have control in ensuring that there's some, market synergy, and people don't cheat the consumer dealers. That's why you are there. We played politics. Today, it's hovering around 103. If this war continues, I saw on the airwaves yesterday, one of the news portals reporting a projected $150 to $200 per barrel. If it happens, what are you going to do? What the government of Ghana has in the pricing is tax. When we're in government, we use the price stabilization and recovery levy. I have letters that we wrote to the president seeking approval to suspend zero rate that levy to cushion consumers because we didn't have control. But this is the kind of things that people said when they were in opposition.
So what are the likely consequences if the war prevails?
It's up in the sky. It's up in the sky. They don't have any control. They can't do anything about it. They are and it's unbelievable. And only when the price at the market was $62 per barrel. You know what they were telling the people of Ghana? About Papa, and that it is by their good management. That's why we're buying petrol at 9 cedis per liter. Well, you know that statement is untrue. It is purely because of the market, the price. But you took credit. You took credit. You said it was your doing. You don't own a liter. You took credit. Today, you are coming to say and talk about FOB. What has FOB done? FOB has done what? You know the truth. Let's speak truth to the politics that we do. It helps all of us. It helps. Let's pray that this thing doesn't escalate, because if it does,
that's not your prayer.
This man,
that's not your prayer.
Atufosin, my good friend and brother,
that's not your prayer,
cannot forgo his taxes. Oh, he can't. Because petroleum taxes are a huge component of government revenue. They need the revenue. Even the 1 cedi doomsday levy that they are collecting, I was hoping that they would take it off to cushion Ghanaians, but they've kept it. Have you waived it? Did you even suspend zero rate the price stabilization and recovery levy like we did when we were in government? You haven't done it. Because you need the money. But you make it look as if you say your opponent is a devil. When you know the truth. Now we've gone full circle. And this is where we are. Today, the president set up a task force to monitor the war in Israel. 6,500 kilometers. What has that got to do with Ghana? Per his own logic. What has the war in Iran got to do with Ghana? Per what he told us in 2023, 2024. Viewers, and I'm surprised that all of a sudden, after we were told that exogenous